Hey, I'm Jason Dohring, and these are the top Logan Veronica moments.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
She's cutting off her hair again, says, "This is all of me."
So in season 1, episode 18, Veronica and Logan share their first kiss, and it's funny because when you're an actor, right, you're kissing this girl, and and on the other side of the camera, they're booming down, they're coming away, so it like looks really like amazing. So you're like, okay, cool, it's just like part of the show, and then you see it, and it's like this huge epic thing that ends the episode or whatever. And I think that probably one of the funniest stories I heard on it was I was talking to Rob Thomas, our creator, and he was at a party, and he was having a great time, and there was a little bit of alcohol involved, but he was very loose in talking, and he said, Jason, I just rewatched all those episodes, and that kiss was so earned. And I thought it was like such a good writing term, like because it was not intended to be that relationship. So I think in developing out of a care and friendship, it became something very meaningful and beautiful. I think what is cool for me is that scene and the love came out of friendship and care. And I think that is super cool. Like, it was a kiss of like, thank you, or I love you, or like, thank you for looking out for me. And I think that's rad to start a love and friendship and care, And I think that kind of maybe was like the underlying thing, like I care about this being, I care about this person,
I thought our story was epic, you and me.
Epic how?
Spanning years and continents, lives ruined, bloodshed, epic.
That season 2 epic scene, I think we had rehearsed it, and I had done it a little bit differently, and the director gave me a couple notes, and Michael Fields, I think it was, and it sort of, I just loved like the looseness of it, and like I don't know, man, I was always trained to make stuff meaningful and to like try to put all of your everything into a character. And I think that when you're talking about these big concepts in love, and especially like teenagers, and I don't know, she just feels so much like it's like a mirror, when you're working with Kristen, and like I just feel pain, and when I feel pain, I think she feels it, and you just kind of go off each other.
Logan, don't. He's connected. Connected.
Oh. Yeah, I was wondering. It didn't seem like you to shrug it off. Hey, so listen, again, I apologize. I can be pretty dumb sometimes.
It's a nice gesture, but it's gonna take some time this time.
So in the season 3 finale, I think it was intended to be like, oh, we're leaving this finale open, like we don't know, but there is kind of a love, and I think that plays to a lot of people. I didn't know if I got it so much, but all I cared about was really just, having integrity and caring about her and stuff like that. And I've always sort of had that in the character, and yeah, I think it was really cool the way Rob sort of left it open. I think just as a side thing, the CW had come up to Rob and said, we're probably going to end the show, so we might want to wrap it up, like, and he did the exact opposite. He left it totally open. He's like, he wanted to make it painful for them to like not continue the show, which is sort of this awesome blessing, really, because I think that, we probably would not have gotten the movie and continued it that way were it not for Rob's stubborn but great integrity.
What's 180 days to us? Our story is epic. Spanning years, continents.
Lives ruined. Bloodshed.
Yeah, I guess this epic line has become something, for whatever reason, that people really hold on to. And so I think that, the writers are, they have ears open for that sort of thing, and they wrote it into this last thing too. And it was just cool, man. It's so cool. It's so beautiful being an actor, man. And in that moment, like, you can just communicate to another person and just be totally honest. And she was like, go for it, Jay. And I was like, cool, boom, It's just beautiful, man. Like, you have these great moments, and feel like there's a very high level of communication that happens in acting, and it's just such a joy and so honest and personal. You really feel like you did some cool stuff when you do it right.
I do.
Do you, Veronica, take Logan to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yeah, why not?
By the power vested in me by the state of California, I pronounce you husband and wife.
Is this where we kiss?
I'm a civil servant. It's your call.
Let's go for it.
I'm nothing if not traditional.
I mean, I guess around that time I had started to kind of feel also sad because I wouldn't be working with these guys again, you know? But yeah, like she was just totally beautiful, like you see, you know what I mean? And I was just like, wow, this is perfect, you know? And watching Enrico there, and he's like crying, and it was just very, very cool. And again, just like being there with the person, you know what I mean? And just really like looking into her eyes and seeing what's happening with her, and that was just beautiful.